Hello everybody, it is JD here and welcome to today's Wemby to Glory episode. The series is of course based around the #1 overall pick in the 2023 draft, Mr. Victor Wembanyama, who has since made his Summer League debut. He's made his debut on Friday night. Didn't do too good and obviously has come out in an interview and said, didn't really know what I was doing out there. But he's playing again tonight as you guys are watching this video on Sunday the 9th of July, so he's playing again tonight, so obviously he's going to get better over time. And of course for this series, we are trying to make him as good as can be, and we are very close. We of course for him just need one Hall of Fame badge, but we've got to give him some nice teammates. And on Friday we had another drop of clones, but for us on this series, some pretty nice names. We had an Invincible Manu Ginobili in a Spurs jersey, which is brilliant, and Tim Duncan in the Spurs jersey as well. So we can now get a full Spurs team in Spurs jerseys, and it's going to look gorgeous. And as you can see from right there, we have made a rather sizable purchase to the squad. Invincible Manu has been bought. We're going to talk about the one that I've bought because it's a special one, and our plans for the rest of this series. So I know exactly what I want to do, I know exactly the players that I want to get, and what type of players I want to get, and what I want to do to those players when we get them. So let's go ahead and jump into it for today. If you guys are looking to get any of your grinds done in Season 8, whether that's online or offline, there's one guy you need to check out, and that is Rose NBA on Twitter. He's one of the most trusted guys in the community for getting your grinds done, so make sure you check him out. Link is in the description. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for the daily videos and check out twitch.tv/JD_crossover for the daily streams. So we had Invincible Manu drop, and we had to go ahead and scoop Mr. Invincible Manu. Now, obviously with Wemby, we're trying to get him to max, to 64 Hof badges to become an end game version of himself. And obviously with Manu, I kind of wanted to do that as well, because we want to get Kawhi and we want to do 64 on Kawhi as well. So, Manu is obviously very, very cheap, so nobody was really going to badge this guy at all, as you hear. They're all just on 55s. You can get him for so cheap. It looks like he's like 30, 40k. But we wanted one with a couple of extra Hof badges, and I was not going to be able to get all of the Hof badges needed for this guy. So you will notice, first things first, he is holo. That wasn't really part of the plan, but as it turns out, it works. So we're going to roll with it. I'll tell you why that works in a second. But this Manu Ginobili has got 62 Hall of Fame badges. But not only that, he's got 62. He's got the fake Grinches on as well. He's got 62, but we have got Hall of Fame Dream Shake, which now makes him 63, and he is just missing Vice Grip, which we can get from Co-op or Unlimited. So maxing out this Manu is not going to be a problem at all. So we're going to have an end game Invincible Holo Manu Ginobili in a Spurs jersey, which is perfect. And Ruz on stream sold me that card. We bought him for 100k, which is maybe overpaying a little bit, because again, you can get this guy for so cheap, but finding somebody who had Hof badges and were willing to just chuck them on a random Manu, I'm not mad at it. So yeah, we paid 100k for that Manu. Let's have a look what the cheapest one is right now. And the fact that it's holo, I wasn't planning on going the holo route, but now we've started, it really does work. So yeah, you can get Manu for like 35k. So he slots in at the point guard position. That is going to be the point guard on this account at the end of the series. Obviously, Wemby is in the lineup as well, and he will actually be at small forward at the end of the series. Certainly, that means we need a shooting guard, a power forward, and a centre. So, next to Mr. Manu, he's actually Kawhi down here. He's next to him down here, and we will have Kawhi next to him. Kawhi is in the Spurs jersey, and again, we are going to be looking for an Invincible Kawhi that is holo, and also we're going to try and max him out 64 Hof badges. So, there is a Kawhi there. He is around that 100k mark, but he might come down a little bit soon, hopefully. And then at the 4 and the 5, obviously, we've got the brand new Tim Duncan, who is really not that expensive. So we've got 90,000 MT in the bank right now. If we get to like 150, we'll probably afford a Tim Duncan. But again, I do want him to be a holo card, but there's so many of him up. I really don't think in like a week or so he might even be a buyout soon. I don't know. He might be a buyout. So many, no holos there. And then, of course, at the centre position, it is going to be David Robinson. So we're going to have two Invincibles, that are going to be holo. Then we'll have Wemby in the middle, you know, the star man of the team. And then 2 end games that are going to be holo as well. And I think that is going to look very, very cool. So that is what we are aiming for. How are we going to make that happen with the MT? Well, as you can see, I've been selling shoe boosts. Yeah, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. But, you know, we bought Manu for 100k and we've got 91k in the bank with T-Mac that we can sell, this D-Rock, which we can sell, this Tim Duncan that we can sell, Rudy Gay is sellable, Hedo Turkoglu is sellable. So we do have a couple of guys that we can sell. We could probably get ourselves up to that sort of like 120, 130k mark. But again, I don't think that's quite enough yet for a Tim Duncan. But yeah, because he's so common and these endgames are just clones of each other, like the Wade is barely over 100k. I think if you're on an endgame filter, you're probably going to be able to get them. You know, Paolo's barely over 100k. I think a couple more endgame drops. You know, every Tuesday there's another 3. Fridays is going to be 4 again. Was it 4? It was, wasn't it? Yeah. So Tuesdays are going to be 3. So 7 endgames a week. And they're all identical. So by the end of next week, there'll be 20 clones out here. So prices will continue to tumble. So I reckon if we just play the game a little bit more, we're going to be good. And speaking of playing the game, so we need to go into Unlimited to get more Hof badges. I know. Next set of Hof badges is double our points tally and then some. So we've probably got to win another 20 games to get those Hof badges. But that will get us the Vice Grip I think we need to max out Manu. So we'll have a Manu all done. Then we will maybe... No, we won't continue in Unlimited. You do get some more Hof badges. Where are they? At 14.5, which isn't too bad. Because then after that is Tatum, who is untradeable, so obviously worthless. 25,000 MT. Rudy Tomjanovic, who is not worth much. And then the 20 boxes is so far away. So, yeah, maybe. And then Co-op has some Hof badges as well, which we can use. But the one I've been playing lately, and the one we're going to jump into a game right now of, is Clutch Time Online. Because we need to make MT, and I think just, like, making MT, this might be the quickest game mode for it. And even this gives you, like, barely any. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a Jaylen Brown before we hit 20 wins, so that we can discard that one, because, of course, he is untradeable. But if you've already got one in your collection, you can discard him. So I'll discard him for 3,000 MT. We'll then get 10,000 MT. 100 tokens, doesn't mean anything. Again, I'll buy a DeRozan to then discard that one for 3,000. Then 20,000. Then 2 Hall of Fame badges. Now, I'm not forgetting Wemby. Right, he is the focus of the series. And we won't end the series until we get him to 64. We'll try and get a special somewhere, somehow. But that's 2 chances at Hall of Fame at special delivery. 350 tokens. Gives us another 2 Hof badges from the token market, which is another 2 chances, and then 30,000 MT. Wembanyama means nothing to us. So we're going to aim to get 90 wins in Clutch Time Online. That is the plan. And I think this is what we're going to focus on over the next couple of days and week or so, because this will give us the MT we will need to make at least 1 upgrade. At least 1. We've got Manu in, we've got Wemby in, we've got 2 of the starting 5 that are going to end this series together. So we can now save up for either Kawhi, who's an Invincible, and I think will come down in price very quickly, or of course the endgame cards, which will hold value a little bit more. So I feel like we should probably go for a Tim Duncan or David Robinson first off, and then wait for Kawhi's price to inevitably crash down, which it absolutely will, because you know, we are not far away from... We're not even far away from endgame and Invincible packs, which will obviously... Oh, look at Manu's shoes. Look at Manu with a fake Grinch. He's looking very cute. Yeah, the endgame packs will obviously bring down the price of endgames as well. Look at Wemby. Oh, I haven't played 2K in 2 days. Look at Wemby go. He never loses it. He never stops. He really doesn't. D-Rob doesn't stop either. Let's go. So, yeah, out of those 3 names, let me know, who do you want to see added to the squad first? Who do you think is going to be most impactful? Now, obviously, D-Rob is the most expensive. Manu with the rejection. Let's give Manu a little go here. A little walk back here. A little walk back. Yeah, I'd leave as well, Chief. Oh, a little walk back 4 for Manu's first ever shot. First game with him. First shot. And he knocks it down. Let's go, mate. It's the shoes. It's them Grinches. Oh, it is. But yeah, let me know down below, who do I pick up first? If it's D-Rob, we're going to have to save. But, you know, saving for D-Rob will allow Tim Duncan and Kawhi to come down in price, because D-Rob is 7-1. He is, I think he's one of the biggest centers you can buy right now. That's an endgame card. Tim Duncan, obviously, is not so much on the size. Oh, we've got a takeover pack to open. So lots of takeover packs. And then Kawhi, obviously, is an invincible when there's so many invincibles that are shooting guards. There's so many end games that are shooting guards as well now. So, yeah, maybe we let Kawhi slide for a little bit. We can keep running the Radiant T-Mac, although, I didn't realise how much of a a light link to the Spurs he had. When we were building the team originally, I was like, oh, yeah, give me some good past and present Spurs. And they're like, T-Mac. I was like, all right, sweet. And then I looked at his Wikipedia page, and he played 6 games for them. And that is it. So it's a little bit tenuous, the link. He did technically play for the Spurs. But yeah, so I don't want Tracy McGrady in the lineup. And obviously he's not going to have a card in a Spurs jersey. Oh, I thought that was a diamond teammate there. But with Manu, Kawhi, Tim Duncan, and D-Rob, they're all in Spurs jerseys. 2 Invincibles, 2 endgames. All of them will be holo as well. I think that's going to look really cool by this. And since we've started this account, obviously the main account, do still be in the sin bin. It is still banned, but this account really has, really has made me enjoy the game a lot more. Obviously, the gameplay is still, the way it is. But having that connection to, so on Friday we saw the drop, and I was gassed about Manu. I was excited that there was an Invincible Manu, and I was excited. I'd rather it be an Invincible Tim Duncan, but it was just a clone. It was an endgame Tim Duncan, but I was like, man, that Tim Duncan's now going to fit perfectly. And now that he's got the D-Rob to sit next to, it actually works for the team aesthetic. It really does. So, yeah, if you've got a team, I'd really suggest, just go for that all-time team. Make sure the players are half decent, Let's not get silly. You can't go out here running with Tony Parker. It's not going to be fun, and that's what we did to start with, and it was not fun. But as long as you've got some, half-decent teams or half-decent players on your all-time team, you can have a lot of fun. This guy has got Pink Diamond Pen. Oh, okay, right. Well, thank you very much. I'll take me a free win then, will I? Yes, I will. Manu got 1-4 in the last game, and the guy dipped. Let's see. Now, if we can get with Grinches as well. Tell you what, you guys might have to help me out. If we've got any people who don't particularly care about their Hof badges, and we could get... I'll tell you what, that's a perfect release. I mean, that's a little bit disgraceful. It didn't go in. If we could get a Kawhi, because I don't think there's many badged out Kawhis in the world right now. If anyone does want to badge out Kawhi, not right now, because I don't have the funds for it. I'm not going to get people to undersell me them. But as long as somebody makes it, I can be the one to purchase it. Let's go Manu to the rim, a little bit of driving. Because, yeah, people just don't, they're not going to be badging out these cards. Nobody badged out Manu. We had to have some outside assistance on that. But we paid a fair price. We paid 100,000 MT. What is that shot? I have never... It's July. Is that new? I have never, ever seen that dunk meter, that shot meter. Tell me you guys haven't seen that shot meter before, because that is rowdy. What in the world is that? The guy greened it, to be fair to him, but what are we doing? Surely he's going to pass it there. Thank you very much. Wemby comes up with a ball because it's Wemby, of course he does. And Wemby gets to the rim because of course he does. It's Wemby. I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. We're talking a lot about your teammates here today. But don't worry, you are still the star of the show. You are the chosen one. Wemby, you probably get that. You're the chosen one, Wemby. You're the chosen one. You're the chosen one. On the bike. Up we go. And yeah, Steph is not stopping Mr. Wemby. And also, for the fun factor, you kind of do need... You kind of do need Victor Wembanyama. He is an absolute god still. And that's definitely helped massively in enjoying the game, is just having a card that is as broken as he is. Fair play to this guy. He's greening with that meter. That is mad, really. He's gone for a steal. We'll easily get a backdoor off of that one. It'll be another easy win. Clutch Time Online is one of the easier game modes to go through, which is why I don't mind playing it to get a little bit of MT, because I feel like you can get through it so much quicker than you can get through Unlimited. Obviously, Unlimited takes a stupendous amount of time. It's Manu Ginobili. It's not going to go in because I've smoked the release just a little bit. Not a lot of it. Just a little bit. Unlucky Manu there. No, that's not your fault, Manu. Don't worry. It's only my second shot ever with him. It's fine. It's fine. And he looks the part. Doesn't matter if he hits shots. He looks good. And that is not going to go in, Chief. No. Come on, Manu. Let's get you a shot. Let's get you a... Well, that did not do the drill move that I wanted. Can he just bully his way to the rim? Yeah, he can. He can. Yes, he can. Jesus. He's 6'6" with a... I think it's a 6'6" or a 6'9" wingspan, something like that. If he hits it, then fair play to this guy. Wemby with a board. And we're running. I got my eye on Manu. Oh, why have you faded? Wemby's there. Why did he fade? I was fully expecting a set jump shot there, but no, he decided to fade because, you know, 2K23. That's how it goes. Don't drive at Wemby. What are you doing? Do you not know? Bro, that was silly. Oh, that was silly as well. You can't drive on Wemby. Who do you think you are? Turn around, D-Rob. Oh, how is that not a steal with that? Wemby, put your hands up, man. Come on. Wemby, please. You've got a 10-foot wingspan. You got to do something with it. There we go. He's getting the ball. He's got takeover now as well. Wemby with a cross behind the back. Another cross for good measure. And then he's just at the rim. And yeah. I'll see you later, buddy. So that's how easy Clutch Time Online is going to be. A lot less stressful than Unlimited. Something about Unlimited. I think it's just because the games are so long. It really does. It exacerbates every issue the game has because you're being focused on it for so long. But Clutch Time Online, 5 minutes in and out. If you lose, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, as long as you don't lose 3 in a row, then it matters. But as long as you don't lose 3 in a row, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're going to fly through that. Not a problem. From the levels, 500 MT. From the levels, there's no MT to be made here. Absolutely nothing. 39 is 25,000 MT. But even that, not really anything. Right, it's final team map pack for today. A day where Invincible Manu joined, Holo Invincible Manu joined. One piece of the endgame team has arrived. He needs one more Hof badge. Wemby needs one more Hof badge. And we need 3 teammates, which are all reasonably attainable. Again, let me know down below, who do we pick up first? Is it the Big Fundamental? Is it the Admiral? Or is it the Claw? Which one are we going to get first? Let me know down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. And peace.